Hi, I'm Bonnie Rose, and you're watching Orgasm Central TV.
So, how did you get started in this industry?
I started years ago when I was 18. So what happened with me was I was out in a club, and there was a photographer in the club who spotted me, and he shot for the top shelf magazines that we have in the UK. Um, and he gave me his card, and obviously I was a bit like, right, okay. But did my research, and he was real. So it just went from there. I started shooting for him, for the top shelf magazines, and then it progressed from there. I went on to what we used to call the babe shows. You know, we have babe station, things like that over here. So I went on to doing them, and then progressed to doing girl girl, and then eventually went right up to doing hardcore. But I left about 7 years ago, took some time out, and I came back at the beginning of this year, beginning of 2024, because I missed it.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, what do you love most about your work?
Um, the empowerment that it gives me. You're making your own money. You can always make money. There's always a way to make money. Um, you know, there's various different ways of making money in this industry. So there's always a way of making money. But no, I think it's just being empowered. Like, I'm trying to explain what I mean. Um, I think it's just being independent, being the strong woman, being um for me as well, it's being okay with how I am as a person, like sexually empowered, like the things that I like to do. Does that make sense? Like, yeah, so it's an empowering job. I enjoy the job because I like doing the things that I do. So it's yeah, that's my favorite part of it. It's the independence, the empowerment. I like the attention too, so
Yeah, and a lot of the women here love the attention.
yeah, love the attention. You can't
But
beat the attention.
but what was your favorite scene to shoot?
Oh, there's been quite a few. My most well-known one was Fake Taxi. That is literally going to go on my gravestone. That girl from Fake Taxi. That's what when I put that on my gravestone, because that's literally what I get called everywhere I go. But that was definitely one of my favourites to shoot, because at the time it was when Fake Taxi had first started, and it was different. Like, it wasn't really something that anyone else was doing, and it was actually shot outside in a car park, in a random car park. So it was fun, it was different. It's like, oh, are we gonna get caught? Like so that was fun. I really used to enjoy shooting for Kilogram. Loved that. They used to do really fun ones. All of them, to be fair, I've never shot anything that I didn't enjoy. I can't really pick a favorite.
That's fair enough. But what studios are you dying to shoot with?
Pardon?
But what studios are you dying to shoot with?
I would love to do Brazzers. That's been a obviously everybody wants to do that. That has been a goal of mine for a long, long time. Digital Playground, I'd like to shoot for them. Um, yeah, I think at the minute though, it's more what kind of creative things can I shoot for myself, because the industry is very different than it was with when I was in the industry the first time round. The first time round, it was all shooting for companies, and there was no such thing as like OnlyFans or anything. And now I've come back, and you've got all this creative freedom to be able to shoot your own content. And that's what I'm most excited about, being able to shoot things that I want to shoot, get the ideas out that I want to get out there. So that's what I'm most excited about.
Yeah, I know a lot of women love that freedom, but I know a lot of girls also tell me that's fucking hard. Like setting up an OnlyFans, trying to
Yeah.
create content. It's trying
It's
to
a lot of
consistently
work.
improve.
It's a lot of work. It is a lot. It's not because it's not just one platform. It's not just OnlyFans. There's other platforms as well that we use, and it's a lot of work. So every single day you've got to be on these platforms. You've got to be updating them. You've got to do your editing. You've got to do all this stuff. It's keeping up with things. It's talking to the fans as well, because all the platforms now, they all have the chat thing. So it used to be that the fans could just speak to you on the social medias, and now it's on the platforms as well. And a big part of making the money is upselling within the inboxes, by chatting to the fans. So it takes a lot of time, and it is a lot of hard work, and a lot of this, I think that's what a lot of people don't realize, that probably 70% of the work is done behind the scenes, rather than it's not shooting all the time. You know what I mean? Like, the majority of the work that you do is behind the scenes.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I noticed that. But here's one of those long-winded questions.
Okay.
According to the 2022 Free Speech Coalition, 46% of adult workers have been restricted on services like PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. 36% of adult performers have lost at least one bank account. 55% have been denied insurance because of their background, and half have been denied a loan because of sex work. Now, I don't know what things are like that's just in the US. I don't know what things like in the UK, but what do you think of those stats?
It is. I have run into certain things myself within the UK. Loans, for instance, things like that, mortgages on your house, things like that. Basically, obviously, you're classed as you are self-employed. So to get something like a mortgage or something, you've got to have like 2 years worth of accounts, which is fair enough for any, as that's the same for any self-employed person, no matter what job they do. Sorry, but they do frown upon sex work. It is very difficult, definitely. The same sort of thing. PayPal, I have lost several accounts to that with money in them. Bank accounts have been shut down in the past as well. Some bank accounts won't even let you open a bank account with them because you're in the sex industry. So you've got to really do your research on things like that before you pick one. So yeah, they do restrict you because of what you do.
Yeah. Um, so what do you think people can do to help sex workers?
Um, to help us, just keep buying our stuff. No, we are business people, just like everyone else. Anybody that is self employed knows how hard it is to be self employed. But we are, just because of what we do doesn't make us any different. We are still business people. We're business women, we're businessmen, you know? So just treat us the same. Like, we're no different. We're all running a business. The business is sex. We're predominantly selling ourselves, but it's still a business no matter what. So just treat us the same, I think. Be little bit more open minded, and instead of seeing what we do, look at look at it from a business point of view, if that makes sense.
Oh no, you don't need to keep asking that. Yeah, that makes plenty of sense.
Yeah.
We'll definitely get. But what makes you stand out in this industry, though?
Um, I don't know. I'm not sure. Um, from what the fans say, they're seeing I always make things real. Everything that I do is real. The the sex part of it. I don't like to fake things. My filthy talk is the finest. And I don't know. I think because I've always just been myself. Um, I don't do the whole fake thing. I'm just me. I'm just me. I can't be anyone else. I can't like pretend to be someone that I'm not. So I think from what the fans have told me, that is what makes me stand out. So I'm going off what they say.
And so, where do you see yourself in like 5 to 10 years?
um, I would like to have. There's a couple of things that I really want to go into. I would like a production company, obviously. I would like that. But that's down the line yet. So that may be 10 years, you know. But I don't know. I feel like the first time round, people tell me that I was at the top of my game when I left. I don't feel like I was. I feel like I had still had a long way to go. And I feel like I'd never reached my full potential. So my immediate plan for now, for the next 2 to 3 years, is to try and reach my full potential for what I think it is and reach the goals that I want to get and hopefully do the things that I want to do and start creating the things that I want to create. And I want to um, see where that takes me creatively. And then once I have decided on which kind of creative avenue I want to take, then I want to step it up to maybe going into production and things like that. If yeah,
Yeah, that's that's the dream.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.